Welcome to the Get Up Crew. What's the name? What's it called?
The after show.
The after show. Off the air, whatever the hell I call it.
Is that like the official name for it now? Is that what we can call it? Because I think we've called it something different every day.
We can call it whatever we want.
So
but,
the after show is fine.
Yes.
Just
it's simple,
Just
straight
make
to
sure
the
you let
point.
me know what it's called before I talk about it on air.
Just because you having a hard time remembering. Let me guess. So are you good with faces but not names?
I recognize a face way before.
Makes sense.
But I'll recognize the face and then not. Hold on. Hey, we're recording something.
Hi, Doug. Bye, Doug.
Our production director just barged in. There's a giant on-air sign blinking right now in front of his face. Where was I? Oh, no, I will all day be like, yo, that person looks familiar. That person looks familiar. But I could never even come close to. I'm like, do they look familiar because we're old friends? Because I met them at some event? Because I've seen them around? I'm awful. And I do the techniques. Shake hands. They tell you their name. You repeat their name to them. Maybe even a third time. Maybe you introduce them to someone else. At the end, I always walk away and I'm like, I already forgot the name. I'm like,
I do that too.
I'm terrible.
Yeah. At least we admit it.
Oh yeah, and it's funny because I think I have a memorable look to me, if that makes any sense. So and I have a unique name for the most part, so it's easy for them to remember me. So it makes me feel worse when they're talking and they're like, "Oh, Ramiro said," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I don't even know. Are you a Jim, a Mike? Like what the hell? I don't know what you are." But anyway.
Yes.
Let's get to it.
So, I would like to say right now that I've been wrong many, many times. Many times in my life. Wrong. But I don't think, at least in recent memory, that I have ever been as wrong about something as I was with my cousin going to the Philippines to meet his girlfriend. I mean,
that he's been talking to for 2 years.
Yeah, and you can go back and watch the old videos where you literally see I had a Breaking Bad type of character development doing a complete 180 because in the beginning I was like, he's so dumb. He's getting catfished. It's a man. Like every possible thing he's gonna die. He's not smart enough. He doesn't know what it's like to go to another country. He's not gonna be able to survive. He'll never make it back. I've talked to my cousin. I've seen my cousin for the last time. Literally, these are all things I was saying. All things I was saying. And then it started more. He started communicating with me. You guys saw, I saw you guys picture him in the club. He was like, put your fucking hands up. Him in the club, him and his girlfriend with a promise ring. He has it on his pinky finger because he's too fat to put it on his regular finger. Him in church with his girlfriend. Yes, in church.
Any footage of him pretending to be like invested, eyes closed, hands in there, like is any of that? Is he participating in church?
None of that, but I mean, he's in the church, like, just like he's in the church. Leroy, he wouldn't. There are things that he's missed, family things, because it involved church. And he like if it was a wedding, he was like, "No, I'll go to the party after, but I'm not going to go to the church."
God.
Baptisms, things of that. He's like, "I'm not going to go if it's in a church." And I would always say, "Why, fatty?" And he goes, "Because I will light up in flames the second I walk in." And there are times that I've walked in with him, and he'll go, "So hot in here. Why is it so hot in here?" Like, fatty, we're at the door. Like, take a step back, and you're back outside. Yeah, he literally. But now he's going to church. So, anyway, throughout this now, my mindset shifted, and he's hitting me up and telling me he's in love with her, and he's like, when I retire, I'm moving out to the Philippines.
I can't believe it.
And then I started rooting for him. I started rooting for him, and then it turned into, I really want him to make it home safe because he'll have done it. And he made it home safe, ladies and gentlemen. He did. Now, last video, again, you need to, if you want to catch up on this, I was playing some voice messages from him where, he was talking about being in love and things that you do for love. And he said it was one of the most profound statements. I believe it was something like this. Sometimes love is Sometimes love is 10 feet in front of you. And sometimes it's millions and millions of miles away.
Okay.
In another galaxy?
Right.
Solar system? What are we talking about?
He's not good with distance.
Milky Way?
Oh, God.
man.
In the Milky Way.
Saturn. She's on
Right.
Saturn. So, but then, he came back, he was sending me messages. He did a lot of connecting flights on the way back. A lot. Like, he's like, oh, I'm going to go here.
And
Finally,
he's never been out of the country either, right?
No.
Right. So the fact that he actually even accomplished getting there and back is big.
I can't believe he had a passport.
Yeah.
These are all things, again, that I was like, I didn't think he would make it out of Logan Airport. He did. He's back. His last thing was a connecting flight from Seattle to Boston. He made it. He's here safe. He sent me a message this morning where now here's another thing about my cousin. He is a hothead. Like he smokes.
So like constantly one of those people who's just always high all day, every day.
Wakes up, reaches over.
Yeah. I know plenty of those people.
Wakes
so.
up, reaches over and smokes.
Yep.
A little while later, smoke some more.
Okay.
A little while, pothead. The highest I've ever been in my life, the highest highs have been with him. And it's always scary because I'm like, I feel like I'm on Saturn right now. And he's like, nah, let's light up another one. I'm like, light up another one. Like, you ever see the reel of the guy who's crying because he's so high?
Yeah.
That's me. Like, he's crying, confused. And he's like, nah, man, we're just getting started. Like, he's a pothead. So he sent me a voice text this morning.
Oh, jeez.
That he said he's gonna. Well, first it was a text, and the text. When he sent me the text, that I'll tell you in a second, I responded with a picture of just somebody going, one of those confused.
Yep.
What? Because the text just said, "I'm quitting smoking," and
That's big.
Well, I was confused. I wrote "what" in all capital letters, "why" in all capital letters. And then he sent me a voice text explaining. I'm not gonna play the text. It's too long, too confusing. I'll decipher it for you. Basically, his girlfriend's mother.
Wow.
You know what? I'll play it for you. Because there's a lot to it, but it's
Hearing him say it is just.
yeah. Fellas loves hearing my cousin's
Yes,
messages.
I do.
She loves it. She loves it. She loves it. Hold on.
Her mom want me to quit smoking because they said I went out for 2 weeks without smoking. But I told them it's going to take a minute, but I am going to quit, because I had made a promise to her that I was going to slow down. So I'm slowing down, just smoking one blunt a day.
Quitting, slowing down.
And then eventually I'm probably going to end up quitting.
Maybe.
For her, Bonji, I guess when you care about somebody, I guess you do anything. I guess I'm probably end up going to quit. I don't know. It's going to take a while, but
Now it's probably.
Yeah.
but I'm still eating my edibles.
Wow.
Oh my God.
If I move over there with her, I can't smoke over there because I'll get arrested. I don't want to do that. But that's for me, maybe it'll help out. Who knows? But, like I said, I'm trying to slow down so I don't,
Die?
I want to keep her happy. I want to, I made a promise, so I'm trying to keep all my promises to her. It's true, when you fall in love with somebody that you care about, you'll do anything for them, 50-50.
Only halfway.
50, I know.
If she wants me to quit, then I'm going to try to quit. But it's going to take a minute, but I am going to slow down. Right now, I am going to slow down. But
He's trying to convince himself.
Yeah, he's trying to convince
He's trying to convince
He is.
himself.
He is.
Sure.
The
This is
reason
what he
I
wants to
love
do.
listening to him is because it's like he's become the philosopher of
Oh my
love.
God,
And
yeah.
he's so, like, everything, the way he says it is just so profound. And, like,
He's so in love. And it's funny because
no.
so my character development went from like, this is so dumb, blah, 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 blah. And it shifted to like, now I'm getting so defensive that whenever someone's like, he was telling me, we were going back and forth the other day, and he was saying about some other people, like telling him about what he did was stupid. And all of a sudden I got mad and I was like, tell him to fuck off. I'm like, they're jealous about you. If people are talking about other people, it's because they have nothing going on in their lives. They wish they could go to a different country and meet this random girl.
Here's the thing. You can't hate on anything he's doing because it looks like he might have it figured out. How can you hate on that? Seriously.
Mel's going to hit him up for advice.
Seriously.
Right.
Actually, he was messaging me because he was in the Philippines while I was on my cruise.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wasn't paying attention to work, so I didn't know what was going on. So he had messaged me about something on my page, my food. And I commented back, and I'm like, oh, how's it going? And he sent me a few messages.
Yeah.
He sent me a picture of their promise rings that they gave to each other and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
I can't believe this.
I'm concerned.
Why?
I am concerned. I've met him, but I don't know him. But there's two things. When you played the message, he sounds like someone who is heartbroken that he has to die to himself in the name of love. Like he don't want to give up smoking.
No,
so
he doesn't.
I'm concerned about that part. And then the other part
Losing himself?
Losing himself. Then the other part that I'm concerned about is if he went through all this in the name of love, if she decides she doesn't want to be with him, he's going to be in the gutter. He's going to be down.
There's
bad.
always that possibility, but here's the thing: when it comes to love, if you really love someone, you gotta take the chance.
Yeah.
A passport, which y'all said, like, again, I don't know him. Y'all are shocked he got a passport, went out of the country, went to church. He took a lot of major steps. I hope everything works out.
Because
I don't want him
women win.
Yeah, I don't want his heart to get crushed.
No, and it might, but to quote a great philosopher.
You like that?
Yes, please quote him.
It's better to have loved and lost than to have an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Shut up. Shut up.
Two birds get the worm. Don't forget about
Okay.
that. Thank you for checking out the after show. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Man.